everybody, Lee here with the pull list for June 18th, 2014, presented by LongboxRadio.com. Everything's calmed down, E3 is over. I was able to pick up my books at the appropriate time. And along with that, in the bag, I have this lithograph, I guess you'd call it, for Inhuman, which is Joe Mad's art, which of course looks gorgeous, but I feel like Marvel's been pushing this Inhuman thing on us a little too much. I know they included the first issue of it with Amazing Spider-Man 1, the new volume, so I read it. I can't specifically remember any details from it. I do remember I did read it. So if you are reading Inhuman, sound off on it, because I don't know how to feel. It just seems like there's always promotional stuff like this, and a lot of Inhuman happening, but I've never run into anybody who's like big into that book. That's like their thing. So anyways, DC Comics, we have Batman Eternal, which is a weekly book, apparently, at this point. This is number 11 for $2.99. Looking forward to it. Catwoman's going around town in the Penguin's absence and collecting wealth. And of course, leading up to the preview we saw, which is the thing I didn't like about Batman Eternal, but we're still working our way there. So, looking forward to reading this one. This is Batgirl, though. I don't know if I referred to her as Catwoman, but that would have been a terrible faux pas. Supergirl number 32. She is Red Lanterning out, traveling through space, stabbing, fighting all kinds of aliens. Whatever. I'm kind of over it. I don't know if there's any Lantern fans in the house that can like weigh in on the opposite side of the story, because I know it's one of those things where it keeps jumping between. And Supergirl does a lot of that. I want to see like a 6-issue arc of Supergirl that's just a strong Supergirl arc that doesn't rely on another book or a tie-in or something like that. That is my wish for that book. From Gillen, McKevie, Wilson, and Cowles, we have The Wicked and Divine. The Divine, which is from Image Comic Books. Mine is a little schmutz in the top corner, but comic books are for reading, not for collecting, right? So, this is the book that, of course, Kieran Gillen was repping when we ran into him in Calgary, and I'm excited to read it. This is cover A right here, but there's 4 or 5 covers already, first thing. So, James McKelvey's art, of course, which is awesome. I don't really have any background info on the book. I don't know what it's about. I leafed through it real quick, but looking forward to it. Kieran Gillen and me, as far as his writing is concerned, kind of hit and miss, but him and McKelvey as a team is always something I enjoy. So, yeah. So, Avengers number 31. This book is bananas. They're in the future. The time gem's showing up in Captain America's hand and taking them in the future. So they went 50 years in the future. They met an aging Hawkeye who warned them of a bunch of stuff that was going to happen. And now they're like 500 years in the future. Straight up, I don't know what's happening in this book anymore. It is a original Sin tie-in, though. Which, you know, Jonathan Hickman seems he's weaving in that story flawlessly into New Avengers in this, so I am actually very excited to read this. Usually when you have a banner like this across a book that you're enjoying anyways, it's a bad sign. Bendis' Avengers suffered a lot from that last volume. Daredevil, I'm all caught up on this one actually. So we have Daredevil, who is captive by the Shroud in San Francisco, who is a hero, but he's trying to take over the criminal underworld. I don't know what his motives are exactly, but the book's really cool and fun, so check that one out. And we have Original Sin number 4, last issue, some revelations, some twists. I won't really spoil it, but Winter Soldier might not be all he appears to be, or on the flip side of that, that's what we're led to believe, as of course Nick Fury says some very cryptic stuff before Winter Soldier you know, kind of crashes his party there. So we'll see. Trust no one, of course, is the tagline of this, so looking forward to it. Mike Deodato's art I really dig. It's very unique, and I always enjoy books with him in it. So we have 3 free digital codes, and you know what? We're going to throw those puppies all at the very end of this episode, the old-fashioned way. So, end of the episode, you'll see free digital codes for Avengers 31, Daredevil, as well as Original Sin 4. So enjoy those. Happy reading, and we'll be back again next week with more comic books. I'm finally caught up, so I have a little more to say about each one, which I really like. So, anyways, see you later.